Hi guys and welcome to today's tutorial. We're going to look at the chapter on urbanisation and we're going to look at commuting in cities. So the first thing you need to know is what is commuting and who are commuters. Okay, well, commuters are people who travel into the city for work in the morning and then travel home to their home in the suburbs. So people that travel to work in the cities and then travel home to the suburbs in the evening. In the evening time. So because of all these commuters travelling into the cities in the morning time and then travelling back to the suburbs in the evening time, the pattern is that people are moving the same way. A large amount of people are moving the same way in the morning and a large amount of people are moving the same way in the evening time. And what happens is you get rush hour traffic and you get a lot of gridlock, okay? Get a lot of congestion and it can take people a long time to get into the city and to travel home because of all the traffic moving at the similar time in the same direction. So there we go. What the result is that you get rush hour traffic. And what time does this actually occur? When does this actually happen? Well, the times that it happens in the morning time from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Monday to Friday. And then it happens from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. So this is when you get this rush hour traffic where you get a lot of commuters in the morning coming from the suburbs, travelling into the city between the hours of 7 and 9 a.m. Monday to Friday. And then the same commuters travel back to the suburbs from 4:30 to 6:30 Monday to Friday. And because of the increased volume of cars that are doing this, particularly in Dublin, it has led to an awful lot of traffic problems and congestion for the area of Dublin. And we're going to look at some of the problems and then some of the solutions to these problems. So because of this increased amount of cars on the sheer volume of cars on the road, it's led to large congestion in the Dublin area and it's led to long delays for people getting to and from work in the morning and in the evening times. So I'm going to look at some of the solutions to the traffic problems and this traffic congestion, this gridlock that we are experiencing in Dublin. One of the solutions to this to help deal with the congestion is to have a one-way traffic system. So one-way traffic system. And this helps deal with the amount of cars that can travel in a faster amount of time through the city, and it also stops people from having to turn at certain points where they'll have to go across the road if it was a two-way street and they had to turn right and they had to then wait until the traffic stopped in front of them going the opposite direction before they crossed the road. This would lead to long delays, whereas if they're all moving in the same direction they can make the turns left or right much easier because they're all moving in the same direction. Another thing they can do is they can have suburban railway lines. So urban railway lines. Suburban railway. An example of this would be the development of the Dart. So they developed the Dart and upgraded the Dart, and the development of the Lewis. So the Lewis was only a new infrastructure that was built in the last 15 years, and this definitely being one of the things to try and reduce the amount of congestion and traffic in Dublin. The third solution is to have cycle lanes. So if they can have more cycle lanes, this will encourage more people to cycle to work and will take a lot of cars off our roads. The fourth solution is to improve the bus service. So improve the bus service. If they can improve the bus service, make make the service more reliable and more frequent, then they will get more users using the bus, and in turn this will take more cars off the road and reduce the sheer volume of cars that was on the road. The fifth solution is to build ring roads. An example of a ring road that was built in Ireland was the M50 around Dublin, and this stops all the people, stops cars going through the same kind of point if they can just go around the ring road and then get off at the point that they need to go to wherever they're going. This can reduce the traffic. Another way to reduce traffic is to have a congestion charge. So a congestion charge on motor vehicles. Congestion charge on motor vehicles. Now they don't have this in Dublin, but they have got it in many other places around the world. And probably the closest place that they have it would be in London, where they've got a congestion charge of £10 for when you enter into the certain point of the city. Okay, so when you get right into the city centre, well then you'll be charged £10 for entering that area, because congestion was just too great, and this will reduce the amount of cars entering into the city centre. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial on urbanisation and looking at commuting in cities. So we mainly looked at the city of Dublin in Ireland, and you need to understand of the problems of traffic congestion, and then ways that we can actually solve it. What are the solutions to traffic congestion, and what are some of the things that they've tried to do in Ireland and that maybe they've tried to do in other cities around the world. If you'd like some more videos, please go onto my website examrevision.ie, where you can find lots of geography videos for all the different chapters of your junior certificate course. And you can find some tests that you can quiz yourself on, you can assess yourself, and you can also get some notes and PowerPoints on the website. Thanks.